Alright everyone, welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 Millennium Dawn modded playthrough of Chechnya. We are going to make our first vote in 2 years. We just want one. So, I am doing a test. I want to see the range of our naval vessel. Because our current vessels, their range is here. And here. They're not going very far. So, definitely working on that. Want to see what we actually got. I'm very curious. Also, now that I'm thinking about it, I want to set where this where this ship is deploying. So we're definitely going to have it out of Kraz in the door. Actually, this is probably the furthest. I can't have it deploy out of Cyprus, I don't believe, so we'll just let that ride. So 2 years is quite some time. All right. We're almost to our 300 political power mark, too. And then we're losing political power by the day, which is pretty annoying. Yeah, we'd be about at 2.5 if we weren't on suppressed subjects. But the moment I pop off suppressed subjects, we lose all these gains we've made. So, don't want to do it. And there's a couple of these that need to get integrated because we're out of buildings to build. That's it. That's it. It's just we don't have anything left to build in their territory, so if they manage to fight back, we can't get them back down. So, honestly, that's where we're at. And can't help it. So, looks like we can get some more foreign investment soon. I'm actually surprised we're up to 140 billion. That's really cool. Our power situation looks perfectly fine. This can actually get kicked down. We don't need to be working on that. A waste of a stack. But we can still be making all of this. And all of this will help boost our productivity growth and employment. So we definitely want to get on the factories. We want to be making factories and offices. That way I can start lowering our tax rate and keep everything going. All right, looks like the election's heating up. So we are at the election time. It'd be nice if we got a political power bonus. I just don't see it happening. And we do have enough influence that we'll win. Even though the Adat's people's movement is increasing. So we'll just refrain. Keep it going. So, we're 20 days away, 1 month And we get to integrate somebody, which is nice. Still not going to help our still problem too much. Let's look at the railroads, and we're gonna we're gonna start working on our railroads too. Looks like the center line of the capital is maxed out. East to west, we do have port access, which means we'll feed all of our other ports off these. North-south line. We do have a central hub here. So we probably would want something running this way. More in the center of this. Alright, so we got reelected. Yep. And we get no political power bonus, so that's always fun. And we cannot cross the water there. So I do need to make note of that as far as defensive formations we build eventually. Yeah, so I'm thinking probably a line, something there. And then we come up right along this water, like, of this lake. Hold up. I gotta choose to get that again. Oh, our guy got captured? Where'd he get captured at? Uzbekistan. Oh. Okay. So we're boosting our rate just so we can try and free our guy. That's not good. Yeah, so we have one line there, not across or around the lake. So let's get this going. And something there. Yeah, there's no way to shorten that. Okay. Definitely want to hub around that region. There, the far corner. And there. Kind of got ore supply fulfillment right in the middle here. Honestly. Yeah, I'd rather have it. No. Somewhere there. Yeah, because I want this line to be a 6. That covers multiple territories. Looks like we can go over mountains. All right, and we're gonna back out because we can annex right now. So we want to do Ossetia as we expand westward. We got $1 trillion in the bank from that. That's cool. So we can go on a foreign investment spree. Like, we cannot build any more there. So let's look at Tatarstan, the Urals. All these places we want to build later. Potentially, I'm going to invest in. We'll keep the foreign investment capital, and then we'll get, if we get access to it, we then have control of it. All right, so these man pads. I'm not going to research that yet. We're going to go ahead and get this. And we do not have any more investment slots, so we'll just hang tight there. Yeah, we're losing 5 political power, or sorry, 100th of a political power a day right now. Can't do a rescue mission yet. That's not great at all. Or we can. It's just way over there for some reason. Why is that where he got captured? I guess maybe. I didn't see that earlier. That is my bad. So about, yeah, it's almost every trillion is 1 billion a week. So that's not too bad. A little bit more than 1 billion a week, but it's fine. Close enough math. Yeah, and we're losing facilities as well. We were at full 4 stacks. That's notable. I think that's from one of these as a tax cost issue or something. Yeah, so tax cost factor lowering, I bet. Yeah, that would be nice if we could run without using suppressed subjects, but as soon as I pop that, we're going to lose control. Yeah, so now we do have the border region here. I don't want to look at that. Yeah, we don't even have a railroad through there. Might as well. go ahead and build this out. Get some redundancy in the region itself. So we could put a defense line here. Then definitely want some sort of rail along this mountain. A whole way. Oh, good. We got Cold War armor. So we can post Cold War armor it up. Yeah, you can see our size 6 rails. The modern looking rail lines there. And then this will go here. Yep. We just want to get everything to have redundancy around those supply nodes. So that's actually a really good hub. That is too. It's off the border, and so is that. Right here, here, and there. Realistically, that is better than that. So we'll keep both. That gets a direct line. Oh, come on. Go across. And we want all of this supported. So this would be our weakest spot. Currently, we'll get that to be a size 6. So we got a size 6 rail line directly supporting into this front here. No. Let's that back, but we're gonna upgrade. We're gonna upgrade these lines here. Give ourselves a little bit of redundancy. Have these pumping all the supply. Perfect. Okay, so we got our 2015 utility vehicle we're about to get, and 2025 will be the final one. Improve support system. Oh, did bureaucratic drain? No, what fell off for us to get more income? That's weird. Wasn't paying attention. Alright, so we have another investment we can make. Right there. We have military factories being built, which is what we need really bad. Okay. And then down here, we don't even have a border, full border rail. Yeah, this goes around this water. There's a water network right there that's got to be bypassed. That's a mess. The hell of a mess. And then this would be a good hub and a main line. All right, let's work on that then. Definitely need a hub there. Yeah, and then we can go on the back side of the water, come up here into this and cut across. So something there. So this one, then back up across the water because you can't cross it. Then we'll lower back down into this supply hub, go up and follow this line, support that one with a 6 and that, but still come across and hit this hub. Then we'll go straight. But there was a port off of it. Oh, there is. Yeah, we'll go straight to the port. And we get our special forces bump. And outdated Ladas. I think that's the truck, right? It looks like we are making our heavy lift aircraft, our 4th gen heavy lift. I do want to see the range we can utilize. So we do have this airbase in northern Cyprus. We don't have any made? Or is it upgrading our existing air wing? Yeah, so it's actually upgrading our existing air wing. I see. I see what's happening. I'm not real sure what the range is going to be for that. It's unfortunate. And then we'll be losing political power until September. It does kind of stink. Enemy agent capture rate. Alright, let's lower our capture rate. That seems to be our biggest problem. And we've got guys getting intel all over. Is this another state? Oh no, it's another province in Uzbekistan. what does Chechnya look like? Chechnya looks like that. That's pretty good. Got almost the whole Caucasus region. The Baltics are gone for the most part. Sacrifice to the greater European states. And on the rail lines, yeah, I don't know if I want to keep making rail lines. I almost want to say, well, yeah, let's move this up, start working on more factories. We do need one thing of power building at all times. And we'll just finish up these civilian factories. Because we'll start on the power plant kind of immediately after we get a couple factories. All right. And then coastal forts. We do have a lot of leeway here. We need to build these up. Coastal forts are huge because you can stack those. Okay, so right there we can stop. We do have pretty good coverage with regular forts right now. Want to make sure Europe doesn't take advantage of the Ukraine thing. This, yeah, that crossing that is the end. I see our border. It's a red line right there. Hard to see among when they're already as autonomous regions. Kind of breaks down. All right. 9 billion a week. We can make our sub-spy agency area for the Middle East region. Yeah, we have $5 trillion invested internationally. That's nice. It's honestly a lot of available manpower for large men. Well, it's not that much. For us, it is, though, I guess. Ooh, she's got a bunch of abilities. Let's go ahead and push her into the Ural region. I want to kind of get some intel on what they've got going on. We're up to 72% on military, so we would be facing one armored infantry, so IFVs, some APC units. They've got some airborne, some marines, some special forces divisions. They're in modern equipment for their infantry. T-72s, T-80s. I want to say those are probably more modern Russian versions. And the bulk of it, T-72s. I'm going to say we can actually probably take them. It would not be easy, but it is a doable fight. Okay, so that wore off the bureaucratic drain, so we're good there. Keep looking before I get distracted. Yeah, they've do. I mean, they only have like a couple hundred helicopters. They've got a mishmash of drones and fifth generation multi-role fighters. Oh no. So they have a modern air force. Don't think they have no navy. Yeah, so they went from third to fifth gen almost immediately. I don't know if that's from trade or if they have their own from tech. But it's not good. Because that's 700, another 1,000 there. And then we only have 25 casts. Yeah, it's not great for us. Not great. Unlocks long range missiles. Dual purpose. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and boost our mounted ATGMs up. Want all our military equipment to at least be modern that we can start producing. We're not gonna have anything that we can functionally use. Yeah, if they have 5th gen fighters and 100 of them, we would have to have something like 500 light gen fighters, 5-1 probably to take them. Or sorry, 4th gen fighters. What did I say? Light. I was thinking light. I was looking at the light fighter. Running some stuff in my brain that I shouldn't have been. Yeah. Could do cruise missiles. I may start stockpiling cruise missiles. It's just the resources are not great. Trying to think if we want to upgrade our hull yet. I don't think we do. Land equipment. I think we have everything already that we have access to right now. We even have trains. So we'll just keep going with what we got. I'm not gonna add anything because our resource like shortage is so bad anyway. Like our resource situation is terrible. Okay, so we're working. This is about what I want. I want us to have 2 stacks with a power plant with a military factory. I need another stack of civilian industry moved up. Not seeing one. Bunch of our support builds, sure, but let's make sure we don't have max roads. Like I get network. That does make sense to me. Air bases too. That's crazy though. All right, and civilian industry. Yeah, 12 more. That's pretty good. We'll bump that up. Push that right down there. Oh, and I'm out of time. Awesome. Well, thanks for watching. I'll catch everyone on the next episode. And we'll be slowly working our way to integrating another territory. So we got to get ahead of that. Anyway, thanks again. See you on the next one.